A reading from the book of the prophet Jeremiah. The people of Judah and the citizens of Jerusalem said, "Come, let us contrive a plot against Jeremiah. It will not mean the loss of instruction from the priests, nor of counsel from the wise, nor of the messages from the prophets. And so let us destroy him by his own tongue. Let us carefully note his every word. Heed me, O Lord, and listen to what my adversaries say. Must good be repaid with evil, that they should dig a pit to take my life? Remember that I stood before you to speak in their behalf, to turn away your wrath from them." The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
Responsorial Psalm. Save me, O Lord, in your kindness.
Save me, O Lord, in your kindness.
You will free me from the snare they set for me, for you are my refuge. Into your hands I commend my spirit. You will redeem me, O Lord, O faithful God.
Save me, O Lord, in your kindness.
I hear the whispers of the crowd that frighten me from every side as they consult together against me, plotting to take my life.
Save me, O Lord, in your kindness.
But my trust is in you, O Lord. I say, you are my God. In your hands is my destiny. Rescue me from the clutches of my enemies and my persecutors.
Save me, O God, in your kindness. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ, King of endless glory. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ, King of endless glory. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ, King of endless glory. The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew. As Jesus was going up to Jerusalem, he took the 12 disciples aside by themselves and said to them on the way, "Behold, we are going up to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man will be handed over to the chief priests and the scribes, and they will condemn him to death and hand him over to the Gentiles to be mocked and scourged and crucified, and he will be raised on the third day." Then the mother of the sons of Zebedee approached Jesus with her sons, did him homage, wishing to ask for something. He said to her, "What do you wish?" She answered him, "Command that these 2 sons of mine sit, one at your right and the other at your left, in your kingdom." Jesus said in reply, "You do not know what you are asking. Can you drink the chalice I am going to drink?" They said to him, "We can." He replied, "My chalice you will indeed drink, but to sit at my right and my left, this is not mine to give, but it is for those for whom it has been prepared by my Father." When the 10 heard this, they became indignant at the 2 brothers. But Jesus summoned them and said, "You know that the rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and the great ones there make their authority over them felt, but it shall not be so with you. Rather, whoever wishes to be great among you shall be your servant. Whoever wishes to be first among you shall be your slave. Just so, the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." The Gospel of the Lord. Jeremiah was a counselor of sorts. He was a prophet. He was born of a priestly family in a little town called Anatot, north of Jerusalem. And yet the people say about him, "Let's get rid of him." It will not mean loss of instruction from the priests or counsel from the wise or message from the prophets. In other words, Jeremiah, you might be of a priestly family, but you're not really one of us. Jeremiah, you think you're so smart, We're going to ignore you. We got other prophets to listen to. What's going on? What's the dynamic here? This is the dynamic after the death of King Josiah in battle in 609 BC. Josiah was establishing a reform of the religion and the people. And after his death, things went right down the toilet, That's just what happened. And what's going on then is people who believe, and we heard this in its own different kind of way yesterday from Isaiah, people who believe that so long as we keep the cult in the temple going, it's all okay. We can do whatever we want. How wrong can that be? And Jeremiah points it out to them. They don't want to hear it. And so Jeremiah is not popular. He's almost executed a couple of times, in fact. He's thrown in jail several times. So it's a rough life. It's a rough life. But he is being faithful to his calling as a prophet. No one wants to listen to him. A prophet not without honor except in his own native place. Okay, so there's Jeremiah. Jesus is saying the same kind of thing slightly differently when he says, I've come not to be served, but to serve. Jeremiah is serving. He's answering the call that he's been given, and he's serving by his faithfulness. Jesus, through his faithfulness, serves and is going to wind up on the cross, as well as Jeremiah being persecuted. And so what we see is that in our faithfulness, in our faith walk with Christ, very often we are not going to be respected. Very often we may be very strongly disrespected. What matters is, are we faithful to God and Jesus Christ? And insofar as we can, then it's okay. All that matters is that faithfulness. Let us stand and pray.